welcome back to Kadence Amplify. For those of you who have been around all morning, or I should say afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, it's been so fun. We've already heard from some amazing speakers, and I heard that track 1 is also just blowing off. So we're having a great time. If you are with us on track 2, you can watch track 1 later. Everything will be available to replay. But stay with us now. Don't leave, because I'm about to introduce Jake Pfohl. He is such a dear friend of Kadence, and all of us, me, Ben, Kathy, we just love Jake from the beginning and are so stoked to have him on our team. So a bit about Jake. He is from Du Bois, Iowa. He left his software engineering career in 2023 to pursue his passion for entrepreneurship full time. And he now dedicates his efforts to teaching others how to build fast, profitable websites using WordPress and Kadence. An early adopter of the Kadence theme since its launch in 2020, Jake specializes in helping individuals unlock passive income opportunities through affiliate marketing and digital product sales. He's also the creator behind Start Blogging Themes and Start Blogging Blocks, tools designed to simplify website creation for aspiring bloggers. Hi, Jake. How are you?
Hi, Hannah. Doing well. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It's a lovely Friday.
It is.
You're in a similar part of the world. I feel like a lot of our speakers today we've had from different parts of the world, which is pretty fun, but you're in Iowa, so pretty close. I'm in Idaho. Actually, people often get our states mixed up.
I was in Idaho for the first time earlier this year, and it's hilarious that everyone, I saw like a store that had a shirt that talked about how everyone messes up Idaho with Iowa, because we're the corn state, you guys are the potato state, and everybody always gets that mixed up. So
I think I still have friends back home who think I live in Iowa. So anyway.
I mean, it is what it is. They're pretty far apart, but
they are, and very different. Anyway, we're stoked to have you here today. I'm going to let you take the stage, but if you have questions, I'll just be backstage, so let me know. Okay. If you guys have questions who are listening, add them in the chat and we'll ask at the end. All right, Jake, it's all you.
Sounds good. Well, thank you guys so much for having me. My name is Jake Pfohl. I am the creator of Start Blogging 101. I have been doing a number of these presentations in the past. I've been at Kadence Amplify a few times. So I just want to say thank you so much for taking an hour out of your day, especially on a Friday, to spend some time with me. We're going to learn how to build a profitable digital store here using SureCart plus Kadence. I have talked about a number of topics in the past, but never about e-commerce before. So I've had a couple presentations about Core Web Vitals and web performance. So it was really great that Jeff just talked about that, because that is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. And I've also talked a lot about just how to do things on Kadence, build templates and all sorts of things. So I'm very excited to be talking about how to build an e-commerce store for selling digital products on your website using SureCart and Kadence today. So let's just jump right in, because we have a lot to cover. So what we're going to cover today is I'm going to give first a brief overview of SureCart for those of you that are not familiar with SureCart, and tell you what it is. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how I'm using SureCart and Kadence in my day-to-day operations to sell digital products to generate more revenue for my business. And then after that, I'm going to talk about some of the SureCart features that they offer for running a profitable digital store online. And then I'm going to talk about why I chose to use SureCart over WooCommerce for selling my digital products, because I had my entire store powered by WooCommerce, and I've now switched everything over to SureCart, and I'm so much happier. And so I'll give you a number of reasons of why I have done that. And then I'm going to be going through a demo showing you how to use SureCart just on an actual real site. And I'll show you how quick and easy it is to get set up. So the very first thing is how to easily set up your digital store from scratch on your WordPress site using SureCart. And then I'm going to go over a little bit of like the store branding and store settings and some of those best settings that you should set for selling digital products on your website. After that, I'll show you how to actually go in and add digital products. It's very, very easy to go in and add products through SureCart. So I'll go through a real example of that. After that, we'll set up pricing plans. So SureCart has some very, very flexible pricing plans and things that you can go in and add to each of your products to give your customers a ton of different options for how they want to purchase that product. And then I'm going to talk about instant and custom checkout pages. So once you have a product on your store, you need a way to set up a checkout page, and SureCart makes that really easy with some instant checkout pages, or you can build custom checkout pages that are just beautiful and very conversion focused to get people to purchase that product. And then maybe we'll cover a little bit more depending on if we have time and anything that you might want to see depending on the comments. So if anybody has any questions or comments throughout, just put them in the chat, and Hannah will relay those to me, and I'll answer them. So what exactly is SureCart? So SureCart is a cloud-powered e-commerce platform that's very easy to use, lightweight, and lightning fast. So it was launched in July of 2022. So it was released a little more than 2 years ago. It supports both the digital and physical products. So this presentation specifically is talking about digital products. That is all I personally use SureCart for. I have not used SureCart for physical products, but they do support it. But I just want to let you know that there is another layer of complexity with physical products. So you have shipping, you have taxes, and things like that. And SureCart does support that, but I'm not going to be covering that in this presentation. This is only going to be for digital products. They just hit 60,000 active installs on or just this week for SureCart. And just to put a little perspective on that, they had 20,000 active installs on April 30th of 2024. So they have tripled their active installs in less than 6 months. And every milestone that they hit is getting shorter and shorter. And so they are growing at an insane pace. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they hit the 100,000 active install milestone sometime early next year, if not sooner. Easily one of my favorite things about SureCart is there are no clunky add-ons or extensions, unlike WooCommerce. So if you have used WooCommerce before, you know that every single piece of functionality basically needs an add-on. To do something simple, it's like, oh, you need a plugin for that. To do this little thing, you need an add-on for that. And some of those are free, but some of them also have recurring costs. And so that's another thing that I just was not a huge fan of when it came to WooCommerce. I don't like having a ton of random plugins that I install that each have their own dependencies and potentially security concerns and things like that. I'd rather just have everything all built into one easy to use platform. SureCart runs in the cloud, so there's no load on your server. That is why it's so lightweight and lightning fast. So everything is just loaded on SureCart's servers, and it's not going to slow your server down, which I really like. And then there are a ton of features built directly into the SureCart platform, which I'll talk about shortly here. So how am I using SureCart and Kadence today in my business? So like I said, I used to have my entire digital store powered by WooCommerce, but now all of my digital products are sold through SureCart. So I just want to talk about the 3 digital products that I currently sell through SureCart. So the first one is called Start Blogging Themes. So these are pre-designed Kadence starter sites in a box. It's 7 pre-designed pages, all built out. And this is what I use through SureCart. And so I'm using the Kadence Child Theme Builder plugin that Kadence provides. I love this thing to create these child themes. I package them all up to create a file, and then I host that file in my SureCart store and sell it through SureCart. So that's one way that I'm using SureCart plus Kadence. The next digital product that I have is Start Blogging Blocks. And so that's a set of over 400 individual Kadence block templates that are built for affiliate bloggers that turn your site into a selling machine without sacrificing performance. And so how I'm doing that is I'm using the Kadence Pattern Hub plugin plus the Kadence / SureCart licensing plugin. So I needed some licensing with that. So that's another kind of side thing that a lot of people don't know about SureCart is it does have licensing built in, which is really, really nice. So if you have some sort of digital products such as templates that you need licensing for, you can do that through SureCart. And so, like I said, I'm using the Kadence Pattern Hub plus that licensing plugin, which hooks it all together to sell my template library through SureCart. And then the third digital product is a course. And so it's called Start Blogging Mastery. And that's a comprehensive blogging course, which is over 40 videos teaching others how to start and build an affiliate blog from scratch that generates passive income. And once again, I'm selling that through SureCart. So basically anything that you can think of that's digital, you can sell through SureCart. So whether you have a digital product currently or you're thinking of creating a digital product, which I highly recommend for your business. That could be an ebook, that could be online courses, that could be digital templates, that could be memberships. I mean, you name it, you can sell it through SureCart. And I just wanted to give you a real life version of what I'm doing to generate revenue from my business. So let's talk about the SureCart features for running a profitable digital store online. So one thing that they have that I really, really like is their subscription and installment payments. So I'll show you this in the live demo, but it's really, really easy to set up multiple payment options for your products. And it just makes it so flexible. So if you have like a one-time fee, like a lifetime fee that you charge for something, and perhaps it's $997. So you can have that be a one-time cost, and then you can really easily add an installment payment option. So if you want to give people the option to pay 3 months at $333, you can do that. And it's really easy for them to be able to switch between these in a checkout form. And again, I'll show this all in the demo. They have order bumps and they have one-click upsells. So these are just really nice features throughout your sales process to gain additional revenue. If you want to upsell people to another product that's related to a product that they are purchasing, SureCart supports all of that. One thing is this subscription saver and insights feature. So they have a number of really nice built-in features for saving subscriptions. So what I mean by that is if somebody goes in, say you have a subscription product and somebody goes in and they want to cancel, you can configure all of these things to go in and say, hey, do you want 10% off your subscription to stay on board? And you can configure all these things and set up like custom coupon codes, and so that they can get that to incentivize them to keep that subscription so that they don't cancel it. And so this is just one of those items that is just going to make you a lot more money in the long run when you're using SureCart. The next thing is cart abandonment recovery. So this again is a really nice feature. So if somebody goes to your checkout page, they fill in their email address, but then say they aren't really sure if they want to purchase, or maybe they get distracted and they back out. Again, you have full control over all this. You can configure this all, but it will send an email and say, hey, did you forget something? And it'll give you a link directly back to that cart with all of their information filled in. So this is just a really nice feature, again, that is going to make you more money by using SureCart. They have some really easy payment processor integrations with a number of the biggest payment processors out there. Automations. This is huge. I'm a big automation guy. So there's integrations and automations directly through the SureCart app. Otherwise, I personally use SureTriggers, which is another application from the SureCrafted team. So you can think of SureTriggers as like Zapier. So it's a complete automation platform, and it has a ton of integrations with all of my favorite WordPress plugins and things that I use, all of the software. And so I have my entire store automated through SureTriggers, which is so nice. So I don't have to hire anybody. And after somebody makes a purchase, all of these automations are firing. It's sending follow-up emails. It's adding people to my email list. It's tagging them with a purchase tag. There's tons and tons that you can do with automation. And if you geek out about automations like I do, this is a really, really cool thing. If you're not using SureTriggers, you can use any other automation tool there, whether that's WP Fusion, Zapier, etc. And then an affiliate program. So if you have digital products or physical products and you want to run an affiliate program and have affiliates help you sell your products, this is something that is completely built into the SureCart platform as well. I love this. I was using affiliate WP with my WooCommerce store, which I'll talk about shortly here. But having an affiliate program built directly into SureCart is one of my favorite features by far. And then they have even more coming that they're always working on. So I want to talk about all of the plugins that I replaced with SureCart, because this is something that I haven't really seen people talk about too much. And when I switched over to SureCart from WooCommerce, I was in my WooCommerce store and I was looking at all the plugins that I had deactivated. And I had deactivated, I think, like 10 to 12 plugins. It was crazy the amount of plugins that I had installed and activated running my WooCommerce store, and they were all completely replaced for SureCart. So like I said, I was running WooCommerce. So I had the free Cart Flows plugin. I had Cart Flows Pro, which is anywhere from $99 to $299 per year. And so cart flows is for building, custom checkout pages, sales funnels, getting those order bumps and one-click upsells and things like that. That's what I was using for that. I had the checkout plugins, which was Stripe for WooCommerce plugin, which just helped me connect to the Stripe payment processor. I had WooCommerce subscriptions. This is one of the most popular WooCommerce add-ons for supporting subscription payments for digital products and things like that. That was $279 per year. I had the WooCommerce cart abandonment recovery plugin. So that was a separate plugin just for cart abandonment, which again is a feature that's completely built into SureCart. And then I was using WP software license. So this was, it was a pretty low cost. It was $120 as a one-time cost, but I needed a third-party solution for licensing. Like I said, with my Kadence block template library, which is Start Blogging Blocks, I needed some sort of licensing solution so that when somebody purchased, it would give them a license and then allow a certain amount of activations on their website. And so I used WP software license, and just to configure that and get that set up took weeks of my time. And so that was another cost and plugin that I replaced. And then, like I had mentioned, I had an entire affiliate program running through my WooCommerce store. And so I was using Affiliate WP, which is a very, very popular affiliate plugin out there. That cost $299 for the first year. And then it's $599 after that. And then there were all of these extension plugins that you could add on to Affiliate WP just to give you like basic functionality that you'd expect out of an affiliate program. But if you wanted custom affiliate slugs or to turn on recurring referrals, and then I was using this REST API extended plugin and this cross domain tracker to try to get it working between websites, so that if you had a separate marketing website for your product that was selling the product, and then you had your store on a completely different domain, you need some way to track that, so that if the customer goes from this website to your store and purchases, that it tracks that correctly to the affiliate. So it was just a mess, and it's just a very high cost. And I replaced all of this with SureCart. So you are going to save time and money with SureCart. And I think just the time aspect alone, I mean, first of all, I'll talk about just the money save, but just time alone with SureCart, it probably took me on and off maybe 2 to 3 months of configuring things with my WooCommerce store to get everything working. And I will say that once you do finally get it working, everything does work just very nicely in WooCommerce. But I swear I needed like a PhD to get my WooCommerce store up and running with licensing and subscriptions and all sorts of things that I had configured. It was crazy. And then I got into SureCart and I set it up, and I was like up and running within like a week or two. It was crazy. So that's just something that I absolutely love about SureCart. So with all of the plugins that I replaced with SureCart, the cost of that was $997 for that first year. So as I mentioned, CartFlows Pro, I was on the $299 per year plan. I had WooCommerce subscriptions, which was $279 per year. I had the WP software license, which was $120 as a one-time cost. And then I had Affiliate WP, which is $299 for the first year. And then it's $599 after that. And then after the first year, the recurring cost of my digital store was $1,177 per year. So you had CartFlows Pro, you had WooCommerce subscriptions, Affiliate WP, which then, like I said, became $599 per year after that first year. And not to mention, I didn't even have that many WooCommerce extensions on my website. And many people have a number of additional WooCommerce add-ons. Like I said, several of those are usually free, but there are several that add additional recurring costs. And so I just want to talk about SureCart pricing here. So they have a launch plan, which is a free plan. It doesn't cost anything per month to be on it, to get you started, which is really nice. I love that they do offer that, so that there's not that barrier, where you have to pay something to go in and start using this. They do have a launch plan. They have a grow plan, which is $19 a month, a scale plan, which is $49 a month, and then a scale lifetime, which is just a one-time cost for their scale plan, which has everything that they offer. And I should mention that these are their current prices, and we will go look at the SureCart pricing page real shortly here. But I have been in contact with the SureCart team, and they're actually coming out with new pricing very soon here. that's more agency friendly. So if you are somebody that has multiple stores that you want to host on SureCart, I think that you're going to like this new pricing. I am personally just using a single store right now, and I like the current prices for that. But these current prices that I'm showing right here, they are going to have these throughout the month of November as they introduce that new pricing plan. So you'll be able to choose between the two options and choose the plan that makes the most sense for you. And I will mention this at the end of the presentation, but you can get 10% off any of their plans for only 2 weeks after this presentation using my exclusive coupon code, which is SBSave10. Like I said, I'll talk more about that. This is actually pretty unique because SureCart does not offer discount codes ever. But I was talking to them and explaining that I was going to be giving a presentation on SureCart, and I wanted to be able to try to set something up so that if people did want to purchase, they could save some money by watching this presentation. And I think that that's something for coming in and watching live. I appreciate the people that are here because they did mention that this is only going to be good for 2 weeks, and then they're not going to be doing the discount code anymore. But if you do want to use my affiliate link for SureCart, it's startblogging101.com/SureCart. And I'll show the pricing plans here, and then we'll get into a demo, which is going to be the fun part of the presentation here. So let me back out of here and let's just go. Yeah. So if you go to the SureCart page, it's going to look like this. And if we come into the pricing page here is what I was talking about before. So if you're paying monthly, you can see that these prices jump up a little. But if you pay yearly, they are cheaper. And so here is that launch plan. I'm not going to go over every single thing that these plans offer. But I am currently on the Scale platform, the Scale plan. And that includes that affiliate platform like I was talking about, which with Affiliate WP was $599 a year alone just to have an affiliate platform or program for my digital products. That's all built into that Scale plan. And then here is that Scale lifetime plan, which is just a one-time cost here. But let's go in and get to this demo here. So here I am. I have a SureCart demo store set up, and I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to get from scratch to get your e-commerce platform set up on your website. I guess real quick before I get into this, are there any questions? I don't see that Hannah has said anything, but if there are any questions that people have at this point, just throw them in the chat and Hannah will relay those to me and I'll get them answered here.
We don't have any questions yet, Jake. Keep going.
All right,
great.
I'm just blabbing away. So, all right.
I love it. It's great. The people are loving it.
Okay, sweet. So, so here is a demo store. Just real quick, I'm just going to show you this site. So, this is just a Discover Start Blogging theme. So the Start Blogging themes, which I was talking about before, this is one of our pre-built Kadence starter templates. This is just a template that you can go in and you can fill in all your images and copy, and has all of your pre-designed pages for starting a website online. This is by far our most popular Start Blogging theme right here. But I just installed this and activated it on my website here. And then I'm just going to real quick go in here. If I go to Appearance Themes, I'm showing you I have the Kadence theme installed here. Here is that Discover Start Blogging theme, which is just a child theme that sits on top of that. And then for plugins, all that I have installed on this website so far is the free Kadence Blocks plugin. I do have Kadence Blocks Pro on here. I have Kadence Theme Pro, and then I have the Kadence Starter Templates plugin. But that's it. So say that this is your website. You want to add e-commerce functionality to it. You want to add a SureCart store and you want to start selling digital products. Let's go in and just do this from scratch, and I'll show you how quick and easy this is. So I'm going to go here to plugins, and we're going to add a new plugin. And so what you would normally do is you'd come up here and search plugins, and you just type SureCart and hit enter. And here's SureCart right here. And if I click on here, they're currently on version 2. So they've had version 2 for quite some time now, but they do have a brand new version 3 that's completely revamped that they've been working on for several months. And I have one of the beta versions of that I'm just going to install on this website just to show you the latest and greatest, because this is going to be going on YouTube and other things after this presentation. So by the time you watch this, it'll probably be on version 3 anyway. And so I just want to be using the latest and greatest version of that. So, but if you are coming in and going to SureCart, all you'll do is search it here, install now, and activate it. But I'm just going to upload this version 3 plugin here. So let me just come here and choose this. All right, so this is a release candidate version. Again, this is a beta. I'm just going to click install now. This might take just a little bit. This is a beta version of SureCart. So if there are a few little bugs here and there that we run into, that's to be expected, and they'll have those ironed out by the time that they actually make this live for everybody. But if you do want to play around, they do have this release candidate version out on the internet that you can download and play around with. So that's installed. I'm going to activate the plugin here. All right, so we have that activated. And now if I hover over SureCart here, I'm going to click on Get Started. All right, so this is going to launch just a really nice, quick setup modal. It's just going to ask a few things, get you set up. If you have an existing store that you've already created, you can connect that right here. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a new store. So I'm going to click this button here. Here's where you set up your brand color. So this is going to be used like throughout the buttons and things when people are signed into their customer dashboard. It's just going to be used in a number of places. So I'm just going to plug in my Start Blogging 101 brand color here. I'm in the US, so my store currency is going to be the US dollar. We're going to continue here. And then you can select a starting point. So what's really nice is you can start with demo products, and these are physical products. So if you want to just see how it's going to look, this will import some demo products in there, and a number of those demo products are going to have different pricing plans and things on there. So this is nice if you're like just starting out and you want to just get in there and see how things work. You can install, or you can start with those demo products, and it's really easy to clear out those demo products. So that's one option. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to start from scratch because we're going to create some digital products ourselves. So I'm going to click continue here. And then this is just your email for store notifications. So when you get new orders or payment failures or anything like that, you just plug in your email address here and hit continue. And then it's going to go here and set up our store, which should just take a little bit. But once this is set up, I'm going to go in and show you how to configure some of the store branding and some of the store settings that you should set for selling digital products on your website. And then we'll go in and I'll actually show you setting up those digital products. It's really, really easy. And then adding a pricing plan to those. So hopefully this gets done pretty quickly here. I swear things, I think it's an unwritten rule that during live presentations, everything takes about 3 times longer than it normally does. There we go. All right, so we're set up. There's just a little bug with that. So I'm just going to X out of that. And if I hover over here, you can see that it no longer says getting started, and we have all of our options here. So I'm going to hover over SureCart on the left-hand side here, and I'm going to go down to settings. And we're just going to go through some of these pretty quickly here. So here in your store settings, here is where you set your store name. So I just have this called SureCart Demo Store. Here's your store URL. Here's the store currency, which we just set up. You can set up your time zone. So I'm just going to choose Central Time because that's where I'm at, your store language. And then here is where you set your terms and privacy policy page. Very important that you have each of these pages when you have an online store. I don't have these currently set up for this test store, but if you did, you would enter the link to those here, because it will then link to those pages in your checkout forms and things like that. So I'm going to save these here. Notification settings. This is just the email where you're going to get notifications to, and then you can set up your contact information. And now let's jump down to the design and branding here. So once this loads up here, here's that brand color that we set up in the modal, and then you can set a store logo here. So if I click this add image, it's going to have me complete the setup. So what's really nice about SureCart is you actually don't need to hook it up to an account right away to use a lot of it. Like you don't need to go in and actually you can just install this free on your website and not even tie it to an email address, and you can do a lot of things. But then what I would recommend is to fully complete the setup is to go in and add your email to get an account set up. So I'm just going to click complete setup here, and this should bring me into the SureCart sign up screen here. So I'm just gonna put my name in here, and I'm just gonna tweak my email here to just say that, and I'll just do a little password here, and we'll sign up. Oh, that's already taken. All right, let's do O2. All right, and we'll do that and sign up here. All right, so this is just setting up those details, and we'll hit next step, and it says your store is all set up. So we're going to go back to WordPress here. So this should take us back. All right, and I'm going to go back into the settings. And so now this is hooked up to an actual SureCart account. I'm going to go back into the design and branding here, and now we're able to add a logo here. So this is like SureCart media. This is hosted on the SureCart platform. So I'm going to upload media here, and I'm just going to choose my Start Blogging 101 logo for my store. All right, so that is uploaded. We're going to choose that file, and we have the logo in there, and I'm going to save that. If you want to have a cart on your website, you can. I think this makes a little more sense for physical products, but I mean, you could absolutely have digital products in here as well. I am just going to disable it because I'm not going to be using the cart for anything. And then if you disable it, it's not going to run those cart scripts on your pages. So it'll make it just a little more lightweight and quick that way. So I'm going to save that. Real quick, I'll talk about orders and receipts here. So if you have order numbering, you can come in and configure where you want your order number to start at. So if you don't want it to start at number 1 when people are placing orders, you can do that. You can add memos and footers to your invoices and receipts, and control the time limit for upsells. And then let's go into the abandoned checkout section here. So here are notification settings for abandoned checkout. You can enable abandoned checkout. And so as I had mentioned earlier in the presentation, it's going to send 3 different emails. So if they abandon their checkout, do you want it to send, there's all these different time intervals. So it just defaults to 1 hour and then a day and then 5 days after that to try to recover that. I won't talk about that a whole lot, but let's go into notifications here quick. I'm just going to leave because I didn't save anything there. And so for notifications here, these are all the notifications that you can manage to send to your customers. So just for example, like talking about subscriptions, for example, and relating to this to WooCommerce, I did not have native functionality with WooCommerce to remind people that there was a subscription coming up. That was something that you needed an add-on for, of course, like most things that you need for functionality within WooCommerce. But like, for example, you can just come in here and send a reminder to your subscribers 3 days before their subscription renews, and you save that, and it's that simple, right? It's just little things like this that I absolutely love about SureCart, that when you use a modern platform like this that was built from the ground up, and it came from people that have used WooCommerce and all of these things and realized some of the shortcomings with WooCommerce, and then to just have all of these really nice features built in here is super, super nice. I do want to talk about subscriptions here. So this is really nice too. So you can configure all of these things with upgrades, downgrades, and cancellations. So if you have a subscription plan, say you have 3 different plans on your subscription plan, and people can upgrade or downgrade, you can choose when those upgrades and downgrades happen. You can choose when cancellations happen. And then for failed payments, you can cancel the subscriptions after 1 week. So if someone's card doesn't go through on a subscription, how long do you want to wait before it completely revokes that access? And there's a number of different things, like, do you want to allow people to change between subscription plans? Do you want to allow people to change the quantity of their subscription and things like that? And then the subscription saver piece here, this is really cool. This was what I was talking about before, where if you enable this, there's like a cancellation survey. So you probably have seen this with a number of products out there when you've gone to cancel, and you can come in here and configure all of these things. That's what I love. Like every single thing that I'm talking about is customizable. So if you want to give them options of, hey, why did you cancel? Was it too expensive? Are you not using it? Is there other feedback that you want to add? You can come in here and configure all that. And then here's that renewal discount that I was talking about before. So if you do want to incentivize your customers to stay on a subscription, you can come in, specify a fixed discount, a percentage discount. Do you want it to happen once? Do you want it to happen each month? All of that is configurable in these settings here. The affiliate program is here on the left. I'm not going to go over that just due to time, but then taxes and shipping. This is where if you were doing physical products, you would set that all up here. But those are a number of these settings. And I just wanted to show this because like I said, this is all in a really, really easy to use settings page here. And to go in and configure all of these settings, I'm just trying to remember back with my WooCommerce store. I feel like it was so complicated and they were all over the place to get all of these features, or I had to install some plugin to get some of these functionalities. And so this is just something that I absolutely love about SureCart. So let's go in and create some products here. So I'm going to come into products. And let's just add a subscription product here. Okay. So I'm going to add a new product here. We're going to call or give it a product name. So I'm just going to use Start Blogging Blocks, which I had alluded to before, which is a digital product that I have. So this is going to be Start Blogging Blocks, and we're going to have 3 different plans for this product. We're going to have a light plan, we're going to have a plus plan, and an unlimited plan. Okay. So I'm just going to put in parentheses here, light, and say for 3 websites. And this is going to have licensing involved. So I'm going to create this. And so once this creates here, I'll show you how you can add different pricing plans and all of that to this product. And so when you create a product, you can set up variations. So like if for physical products, if you have a t-shirt and you have it in blue and white and black and whatever, you can set up variations in here. For this situation with this digital product, since each of these are going to have a different amount of activations involved with them, I'm going to create 3 different products and then we'll tie them together in a checkout page. So here's Start Blogging Blocks, light for 3 websites. I'm going to come in and add an image here quick. So let's just choose here, and this should load up pretty quick, and we'll select that. So we have an image added here, and we're going to add a pricing. So we're going to add a price. We don't even need to give it a name. You can have a one-time payment, an installment, or a subscription. I'm going to come in here and we're going to set this to be $49 per year. If you want to compare it at a certain price where it crosses that out and shows this price, you can. And I won't go over these options, but there's some more options here available. And I'm going to create this price. And we're going to come down here and I am going to enable license creation. So the activation limit, we want this to only be good for 3 websites, and we'll put that there. And then you would add your downloads here. So if you have a PDF file or something, some secure file that you want to hide behind for people to get access to when they purchase this digital product, you would add that here. So I'm just going to save and publish this. One thing that I do want to show you just really quick are these instant checkout pages. So if I come in here and we just grab this URL, I just set up this product. I did not add a description, so it won't show the description. This is what the instant checkout page looks like right off the bat. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, this is a super modern looking checkout page. It has my store logo in here. It's reading that in from my settings that I just set up before. This is the product image. Here's the title that I just gave it. It shows the price here. If I had added a description, it would show that right here. It has a really nice field for the email. They'd enter in their name. I don't have any payment processors set up, but this is where they would pay. Coupon code. Here's their total. They can come in here and look at this and they can purchase. So that all comes right off the bat. All you have to do is literally just turn on. You just click publish here and you can see there's a little green thing next to the instant checkout page here. And now that checkout page is available and people can purchase right away. So that is really, really cool. So I'm just going to save this product. Let's go in and create the other 2 products really quick here. So that's saved. So we'll come back here. We'll add new. And this is going to be Start Blogging Blocks. And this will be the plus plan. This is going to be good for 10 websites now. Whoops. and I'll click create. And very similar, we'll go in, just add an image here and a pricing plan. So come in here, upload, and we'll do the plus. All right, we'll select that and we'll add a price. So this one is going to be a subscription, and this is going to be $99 per year because it's for more websites, and we'll create that price here. And we'll enable license creation and make this 10 and save and publish this. And then we'll just add our last product here. So we'll add one more, and this will be start blogging blocks. This is going to be unlimited, and it's going to be for unlimited websites. And we'll create that here. And then once we get these all created here, I'll show you how to build a really cool custom checkout page here. So we'll add an image and choose this here. And select that, and we'll add a price. This again is going to be a subscription, and this one for unlimited websites, we're going to make this $199 per year and create the price. And we will enable license creation. And if you leave this blank, you can see that blank equals unlimited activation. So that's really, really cool. And we're going to save and publish. All right. So now that we have 3 digital products, I mean, it's a single digital product with 3 different plans created in SureCart. That only took a few minutes to set that all up. We're going to go in and create a checkout form. Now, like I said, with those instant checkout pages, those would probably make a little more sense if you just had a single standalone product. So say you had like a $27 ebook that you sold, and you had a digital image of it, and you just wanted to create like an instant checkout page for that. That would be a good use case. Now, in this case, we have a digital product with different plans, and we want to add all those plans to the checkout. And so in that situation, I would recommend creating a custom checkout. And so what we're going to do is on the left-hand side under SureCart, we're going to go to custom forms here. And so here's just your main store checkout. You can come in and configure that, but I'm going to click add new here. And you can choose a starting design. So they have a number of skeleton templates here for invoicing and donations. They have 2-column, 1-column, different things here. I'm going to actually come in and import a template, checkout template that we've built to just make this easier. So I'm just going to choose this 2-column for now. And then you can add your products here, but I'm just going to create this. And this is what this looks like. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into this other website here. I'm going to grab this, and we're just going to swap out this checkout with a template, like I said, that we have created. And so let's go to Visual Editor. All right, cool. So once that loads in, we'll save that. So say you go in here, and just for time's sake, you come in and you configure your checkout page. They have so many blocks built to add all sorts of product variations, email, name, all of these blocks, the purchase button, the accept button, all of these things can be configured. You can place them, drag and drop them wherever you want. I'm going to publish this. Let's see, we didn't give this a title. So I'm going to call this Start Blogging Blocks Annual Checkout. And we're just going to publish this. And so now that we have a checkout form built in SureCart, what we're going to do is we're going to actually go add this to a page. And so I'm going to come to pages here, and we're going to add a new page. And this is going to be our checkout page. And so once again, I'm going to call this just Start Blogging Blocks Annual Checkout. And because we're using the Kadence theme, you can come in here and configure all of your page settings. You could build a header, you could build a footer, you could add additional elements to this page, whatever you'd like using Kadence blocks. That's what I love. But I'm just going to set this up for a full width page here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a slash and type checkout. And you can see that checkout form shows here. So that's a SureCart block. And I'm just going to select the form. And if this loads up, we're just going to choose the checkout form that we just created. I'm going to choose that. And here it is. It loads in. And this is just from copying my template over, but we're going to go and add our product here. So you come in and you choose your product. So here's the 3 products that we had added just before. And I'm just choosing all 3 of those to show in a nice little chooser here. You can come in and shorten these labels. So I'm just going to make these a little shorter and just say light 3 websites. This is going to be plus 10 websites. And this is going to be I'm locked up here. There we go. This is going to be unlimited websites. And you can show control. You can check certain ones by default. I'm just going to check this middle one by default. And we're going to save this. And I know I'm getting a little tight on time here, so I'm going to try to hurry this up here. So let's just view this really quick. Oh, and I should probably come into the page settings. I'm going to disable the header and footer so that it doesn't distract people. I like doing that usually. That way it's just nice and clean. So here we go. So we have our checkout page. We have our product image here. So start blogging blocks. Here's a description that I added. You can add any Kadence blocks or whatever in here. So this is just an icon list talking about key features. Here's that email field, name field. People can come in and choose between the different plans. It's going to dynamically update that pricing in here. And it's just very, very nice. I mean, this is just a beautiful checkout form. And we just set this up in no time. And then people will have to come in and accept those terms and conditions, like I had said. But I don't have any pages set up for that. They can come in and add a coupon code, etc. So I know I'm tight on time here. I think I'm going to just end that here. There is one more slide that I wanted to talk about. But if there are any questions that people have at this point, let me know.
Yes, we have questions.
Right. Awesome.
First off, amazing. Great work. I love to hear what you have to say about SureCart. There's like so much hype around it. And now I'm like, oh, I get it. Yeah. Okay, but I'm going to stop talking and ask questions because we have quite a few.
All right.
This one comes from a social nomad, and they want to know, can I set USD as my store currency regardless of my location? He said most of my consumers are in the US, but he's not, or she.
So can you set US as your store currency despite not being in the US? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then Kenneth Young wants to know, has SureCart been verified to work with GT Translate and WPML?
I'm not 100% positive on that. In fact, I know that I've seen in the SureCrafted community that a number of people have been talking about translations and stuff. So I'm pretty sure they've been on top of the translation plugins and having it all support that. I haven't personally tested, so I can't really answer to that. But yeah, I'd recommend maybe just there's a SureCrafted community on Facebook that people can join, and you can search that, and I'm sure there would be answers in there.
Cool. Yeah, great. Okay, also from Kenneth, he asked a couple. Does SureCart support a one-time setup fee integrated into the subscription plan?
Yes, I'm almost positive on that they have one-time setup fees if you want to set that up in a subscription plan. So if you have something like, hey, right off the bat, it's going to be this amount, and then you're going to pay a certain amount after that. That's something that was highly requested from SureCart when that was being built.
Cool. Awesome. Also, Kenneth, for cart recovery, does SureCart allow me to write my own content for each of the 3 recovery attempts?
Yes, they do. I'm almost positive on that too. I didn't show it, but there is a page in those store settings where you can go into every single email that SureCart sends, and it's actually, and I think it's a lot easier than when you normally configure it through WooCommerce. But yeah, you can go in and set up all the content and what exactly those say. So yeah, that's configurable.
That's awesome. Okay, Brenda Zimmerman wants to know, is SureCart more user-friendly than its competitor, SamCart? I know they cost more.
I have not tried SamCart at all, so I can't speak to that. I have heard that name thrown around several times. but I'm not sure. I don't have the knowledge to compare the two, unfortunately.
Sure. Yeah. I wonder if there's some comparison videos out there. I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm sure someone's
both are kind of
probably
up
made
and
something.
coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Heather Wells said, what do you recommend for someone who is looking to start an agency model like you, but with online courses / memberships? I am new to Kadence, SureCart, etc. So looking to build the tech stack.
So like what tech stack recommendation do I have, or could you maybe repeat it one more time?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have them pulled up on the screen.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
What do you recommend for someone who is looking to start an agency model like you? So kind of someone who's just like up and coming in the tech space, it sounds like, especially with courses and memberships. So maybe she's new to Kadence, new to SureCart. Where would you point her? I guess to yourself. Send her to your own website, your own videos. I would send her to you.
Yeah, that kind of leads to, so when I talked about, and maybe this is just a real quick segment to this, is just like when I talked about giving this presentation, I knew I was going to be tight on time because I could talk about this for hours, and to like actually go, I wanted to give like a really high level and a lot of like good value, like right off the bat of like, this is how easy it is to set up. But like, there's so much to this, right? And like I had mentioned before, like I have my entire store completely automated through SureTriggers, and there's so much to running a store. And so like, I was thinking like this would be awesome if I created an entire course on this that showed exactly how do you set up a digital store, how do you set up those digital products. So I actually have this slide here, so I'll just go through this really quick. So I was thinking about creating like a digital product mastery package that would be like an entire digital product mastery course. It would you'd learn how to master SureCart so you could sell anything. You can learn how to create digital products. I'd have templates in there. So I'm a huge template guy. Templates to save you hundreds of hours. So checkout pages, sales funnels to sell your products, automation templates so that when someone purchases, what happens. And then you learn how to create an automated system that runs your business without needing to hire anyone, using SureTriggers. And more. So if people are interested in that, which that sounds like kind of right along the lines of that question, you can go to startblogging101.com/amplify. And that is going to give you all of the information that you need to sign up if you're interested in that. Because if there's enough interest involved around that, then I definitely think that will probably be my next course that I create and add to my whole collective package of everything that I offer. So yeah, so I that's where I would point her.
Cool. Love that. Okay, last question. Is SureCart working with Nui, I don't know how to pronounce it, NUE link, so I can post SureCart products using Nui link? I'm not familiar with that product.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but with any of these questions too, like I said, I mean, they have an awesome, very, very active Facebook group too that you could just jump in. It's called SureCrafted. It's like the overarching thing for all of the Sure products. I just like jump in there and either search or post a new question, and people will be able to answer that.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Jake, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How do people find you?
Yeah. So I Start Blogging 101 is my main website. I am on Facebook and Instagram some. I'm trying to do more posting on there as just Jake Pfohl, and the last name is Pfohl. It's like the hardest 5-letter last name to spell, I swear. But yeah, I don't know. And then I have on Start Blogging 101, my main website, I have links to all my digital products and things like that. So
cool. Amazing. Well, thank you so much. Great to have you on. You are, I think, our only speaker who's been at all 3 of our Amplify events.
Nice.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we really appreciate
thank you so much for having me, and thank you guys for taking an hour out of your day on your busy week to hang out with me. So hopefully you learned about building a digital store and can run with it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Have a good one, Jake.
All right. Thanks, Hannah. See you guys.